This is the Risoux Forest by JM Gaming. It's 383.31 megabytes to download. And it says in the description, the mysterious Risoux Forest is back, a place where every path whispers a secret and every shadow hides an enigma. Explore this natural setting full of mysteries where only the most attentive will be able to detect the hidden elements, stumps, caverns, huts invisible to the distracted eye. Armed with your instinct and curiosity, set off to discover buried clues and emblematic characters. It is a forest map with more than 20,000 trees. Sorry, I was going to say 1,000. That's not a lot for a forestry map, is it? 3 sale points and 1 sawmill. There is a collection of mushrooms to look for, destructible rocks. The winding and steep paths can also be a good opportunity to do a motorcycle race. The map also contains 19 fields to buy, 17 wooded plots, 1 water source, AI networks for easy movement, and 1 set of new ground textures to enhance the landscape mode. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes, and this is what the map looks like. Obviously it's a forestry map, we know that, but there is some fields chucked in there, which is good, which means you will get contracts available, so another good way to build your money up. Now I'm in new farmer mode. We start off over here, so if I scroll across the top to farmland, this is what we start off with, 2 plots essentially. So we've got a forestry plot which has got a value of 40,000 just over, and then we've got this little plot here which has got your farmhouse on and a shed. We'll check that out in a second. 98, sorry. Most things are here, and there's a couple of sale points and a production, which is a sawmill, which is obviously going to come in very handy on a forestry map, scattered around, which we will visit. Now in terms of the prices of other plots of land, they're going to vary, but basically if there's a number there, you should be able to buy it. I think the only plots you can't buy, slightly lighter colour, is any areas with sell points or productions, so like here and down here, etc. So you'll be able to suss that out. I did write down, 81. Where's 81? Just to show you an example of the differences in prices. 81. I knew this would happen. We've got to be over this way. There we go. Very tiny plot there of forestry, just over 7 grand. So not going to have a huge amount of trees on there, but it's just showing that you can sort of build up and go from there. And then 90 was quite a big plot, 186,000. The fields going to vary as well, 194,000. 14's fairly small, 41,000, etc. Another plot up there, 100 grand. This field here, 152. This plot here is 83,400. That has a lot of trees in there, various growth stages. I did skip forward a whole year and they didn't seem to change in size, so I don't know if they will grow or not, but I think a year probably you would have seen a difference by then. But they're down this end, there's the biggest size trees, and then they kind of descend down to very small trees up this end. So do what you will with that area. I'm not quite sure what you want to do with it, but there we go. If we stay in this menu, there is 71 collectibles on here. They are the mushrooms that they talk about in the description. I will show you one of those as an example. I'll give you a warning though, in case no one wants to see where they are. Productions, the only one that's on the map at the moment is a sawmill. We don't own it, so we will need to buy it. We will visit there later, and as I said, contracts are available on those fields around the map, so a very good way to build up money. No animals yet. The crop calendar is standard, there's no custom crops, and that's about it for that menu, I believe. We'll go through slot counts and everything now. There is no mods, so there's no required mods for the map at all. The slot count on new farmer mode is 939, because you do start off with some equipment, and that equipment is, it's not a lot, but it's the basics to get you going. We've got the international pickup there. We've got the John Deere tractor, which is like the tree harvester thing. a John Deere tractor, the Komatsu tree harvester, the Ponza Bison carrier, basically you can carry your logs on there. We've got a mulcher, and we've got the winch as well, which is going to come in handy. That is all we start off with. If you sell all that off, if you want to start from scratch kind of thing, get your own equipment, it drops down to 884. There is potential to drop the slot count even lower, because you can sell off the buildings at your main farm. I will show you what you can't sell. It also allowed me to sell the debris crusher, which is a sell point on here, which is a bit odd. Sometimes maps let you do that, but I managed to get the slot count down to 867 anyway. If you come on here in Farm Manager and start from scratch, you start with nothing, no land, no equipment, and it is 877. So there we go. Like I say, no required mods, but I will show you in landscaping. There is a lot of painting textures. We've got a lot of animal muds, asphalts going on, forest ground, concretes, animal muds again, gravel, forest ground, grass, loads of grass textures, gravels again, rock, forest ground. Now that says forest ground, they look like wooden planks to me, so I think you want to experiment. Save the game before you do, I would. Rock, cobblestones, flagstones and cobblestones. So quite a lot of textures there. I like that. Very good. I think that is it, guys. So we will have a wander down. I'm going to probably do this first bit on foot because it's all very close together. But it's a nice map. If you're into forestry, you're going to be liking this one, I think. So first of all, into this area here, we've got the animal dealer. So you've got your dialogue box there for purchasing your animals or selling them, whatever you want to do. To the right of that, we do have pet supplies, which is basically going to be like your animal dealer sell point. That shed you can't open any more of the doors. It is what it is, which is a bit of a shame because you could have sort of used that for storage if you wanted to. Round to the left, this could be a little bit confusing. One of these is a sell point, one of these is technically a buy point. So this is purchase of fuel. Now, although it says purchase of fuel, this is actually a sell point. So I'm guessing they mean purchasing it from us, because it's got the tipping in icon, but not a lot of people play with these icons on, so be careful. But it will show up in your prices excuse me, prices menus like this. If I scroll down to, I need to find diesel. That is the only thing you can sell there. I've gone past it there. So we've got gas station, which is where we can buy it, which is just to the right of us, and purchase of fuel where you can sell it. So there we go. You might be able to, if you wait for the prices to be right, make a bit of money there. This is where you can buy fuel from. It does have the sort of water icon just there, but you can pull up, buy fuel from there. Now, talking of the water, it does say one place to source water. I can't see where that is. I did drive around here just thinking you might be able to fill up there. There doesn't seem to be any water on here, like a pond, a lake, anything like that. So I'm not quite sure where the water is. If anyone's aware of that, please let me know. That would be cool. Just into this area, we do have the shop area. We've got a vehicle workshop just there. The shop icon's actually over here, if you use it like that. And then your shop buildings there. This is also your reset point down the back, so if you buy, lease anything or reset it, it will spawn in just here. And then if we run across and into this zone, we do have a sell point here. This is La Rochette's, so that's a sell point. Around the side here, this is the debris crusher for selling your stones. Like I say, if I go up into landscaping mode, it does let me click on that. It will let you sell it. So if you're not really bothered about doing stones, you could get rid of that. But a lot of the other buildings you can't seem to sell. You can sell off some of your farmhouse stuff, which I will show you in a second. And this is our farm right next door. So all we've got really is a big shed with some of the equipment in. We've got a garage over here which is housing our pickup, which we'll be jumping in a second. And then up here we've got our farmhouse, got a wardrobe function there, and also a sleep trigger there. And there's a bit of decoration round the back. I do love this barbecue though, look. Smoking away, pretty cool. So there we go. Right, now if you do go up into landscaping mode again, you can sell off the farmhouse and you can sell off the shed and garage. It will also allow you to sell off these street lights. There is a couple of them around this area. There's one there, I think there's one over there. We'll let you sell off these ones at the shop menu, the shop area as well. If I can click on it, come on, zoom in, it's a bit easier. Oh, come on, there we go. So kind of play around with it. You can sell off a few things and you can't. Round the back, the decoration, you can't do anything with that. It is what it is, so that will still be there. Right, I'm going to quickly show you some collectibles. So if you don't want to know where they are, please shut your eyes. I will tell you when you can come back in. So if we run down here, just through this gap, and there we go. There is one. That is what they look like. Pretty easy to spot. 1,000 like so. I think these might be the rocks that they talk about, destructible rocks. I'm not quite sure, so you could probably break them up and get the stones. And there's a riddle here. I don't know if there's a few of them around the map. It doesn't really state that, but I'm not sure if that will actually lead you to anything else. But that's the riddle there, so I'm not quite sure about that. But anyway, we will jump into the pickup, so you can open your eyes now if you wish to. Let's jump into this guy and then we'll head on round. So that's pretty much 90% of the sell points and areas that we've just seen. So off we head on out. Need to swing a left. There is some signposts in various areas, so it will tell you, but it is in French by the look of it. Famille Robert, Robert's farm. We will be visiting that later. And there is a sort of vast mixture of trees on this map as well. It's not all just your straight standard tall thin trees. You've got a bit of a mixture going on. Some of the fields are pretty good size as well. You'll see an example of that in a moment. Not this one, but that's not a bad size already. Nice big grass area. But let's follow that green sign because this is going to lead us up to the sawmill. And here we are with the sawmill. So you've got the place to sell your wood or deposit your wood if you own the sawmill. We can buy it for 300 grand and any production going to appear just there. I couldn't see anywhere where wood chips are going to be spawning out. Nothing obvious anyway. We've got a smouldering fire over there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, not too sure about the wood chips there, but that is our sawmill. Back out the way we came in. Just follow our tyre tracks. I do like the field. I was going to say idea, but I said fields. The idea of fields already on here, because like I say, if you don't own that much forestry plots to start with, you've got contracts there to build up your money, and then obviously as you start clearing areas you can make more fields yourself as well. And some of the existing fields, there is lots of potential to either join them up or extend them further. I will show you an example of that in a moment when we get down there, just to sort of maximise your area, so to speak. And some of them are on slopes as well, so they're going to be a little bit challenging, so you're going to need some decent equipment. So this field in front of us, really good size, look, and as you can see there's a lot of grass area still here, so you could push this field out a lot more, expand it, and it'd be surprising how much of a difference that will make. And this is one of the ones that you could join up to down the bottom there as well. Look, just plough it through if you own both. Anyway, here is our next port of call. This is a sell point, and this is Michaud's house, just round there, selling various things. Back out of there, and all we've got left is one sell point, which is a bit of a drive, but we will obviously take it. Get to see a bit more of the map. I know essentially it's just trees mainly, but it is a forestry map. So yeah, look, you could plough through those bushes, join up there, make that into a really nice big field. I mean, things going back to the water source, not a problem, is it? You can place one of the mods down. We've got plenty of mods for those, and you end up getting free water as well, because some of these maps that do have a built-in water source, they will charge you. We can even make your own little lake. We've got some mods there to make yourself your own pond or lake. Again, decent sized field, ready to harvest by the look of it. Swing a left, we've got the green sign there, Ferme Rebert. And this is our last destination. Another sell point, just literally just there. This is Robert's farm. So there we go, and we're up there now. So we did start there, we did the sort of walk around, come down this way into the sawmill, had to go back up there, took this route down. That was the field I showed you about extending and pushing out a bit further. Down there to Michaud's house, up round there, swung a right, then left, and we're up at Robert's farm. And that is it. There is no other plots that will show up anything if you buy them. I did buy every single plot on here like I always do on my map tours, just to see if there's any surprises. But that is it, guys. That is the Risoux Forest by JM Gaming. Please let me know your thoughts, but I hope you have enjoyed the map tour. If you have, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, that'd be awesome. And don't forget to smash that bell so you don't miss any future videos I post. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.